In this video, we're going to be creating the shoulder pin, and we're going to do that by starting out with a new part file. So if you're already on Onshape and you're just starting out, just going to create a new document. I'm going to rename it shoulder pin. Okay, so normally we start out with on the front view, but in this particular case, we're actually going to start out on the right side view because the shoulder pin really needs to face the front. So I'm going to start my sketch out on this side instead, and I'm going to build it from the right side view instead, as opposed to the front view. So from here, we're going to make a few diameters, and I'm going to start on the left side since I have a definite number for that. So my first number is going to be a diameter of 1.25, and it's going to have an extrusion of 1.50. So I'm going to start out with a circle. Start here. I'm going to give it a measurement. And I looked at that wrong. It's 1.25. All right, so 1.25. And I'm going to go ahead and finish the sketch. And I'm going to put it in ISO. I'm going to extrude it. And I'm going to extrude it 1.50. And hit OK. All right, so from here, I'm just going to put another sketch on top. And this time we're going to do the second portion of it, the body of it. I'm going to face it toward me. This time I'm going to do a diameter of 1.75. I'm going to finish the sketch. And I'll put it isometric so I can see where it's going. And on my extrusion this time, I'm going to choose that one and this, because if you only choose one, it's going to leave a big old gaping hole in there. So it's going to be an extrusion of 1, because the difference between the 1.50 and the 2.50 is 1 inch. So it's already set by default to 1, but it's going to leave it the way it is. I'm going to do another sketch on top of that surface. I'm going to face it toward me. Another circle. This time this is the widest one, which is 2.25. And again, I'm going to finish the sketch. Isometric. Repeat the steps I did before. I'm going to choose those two. This time they're only going to be 0.38, because the difference between the 2.88 and the 2.50 is 0.38. So I'm building this from left to right. So that's my third part, and finally I got the part on the front on the right side here, and it's going to be a diameter of 1.25 again. And we'll finish the sketch. repeat isometric like I did before. Extrude. And this one, I'm going to do a little bit of calculation on it. So it's 4.50 minus 2.88. All right, so it's 1.62. So our extrusion is 1.62. And we'll hit the check mark. Now, we just got to put in 2 holes. We're going to start with the, actually we're going to start with the one from the other end, from this side. And I'm going to put a sketch on this side. And that's the left side, and I'm going to create a circle. It is going to be a diameter of 0.75. All right, and I'm going to finish the sketch. I'm going to put it, this time I'm going to do isometric, but I'm going to flip it around so I can see the other side. All right, so I'm going to extrude that, but I'm going to put it on remove, and my distance is going to be 1.06, which is basically 1 1/16. All right, and finally I'm going to flip it around to the other side and do the same thing. I'm going to put a sketch. I'm going to do a circle. And if you want to face it towards you, you can. All right, and this one is a diameter of 0.50. All right, I'm going to finish the sketch. And I'm going to extrude this to remove. And I'm just going to drag it through. I could give it a number, but I'm just going to drag it through. And then that's going to give me all of the dimensions. So I should be able to see straight through it. All right, it looks pretty good. All right, so now I'm going to start my drawing. So I'm going to start, create drawing. And this is relatively small, so I'm going to do it on a B-size sheet. And grab a part. All right. And theoretically, this is a one view drawing, but we're going to make it a little bit, we're going to do a little bit different here. All right, so one, I need to change my view type to a hidden line view. All right, so we're going to right mouse click and we're going to go to show hide, and then we're going to click on show hide hidden lines. It's going to give us our hidden lines. So we need our center line that's running down the middle. And we'll have to kind of find that one. Oh, we might be able to use this one. Oh, let's try 2 point center line, see what it does. So we're gonna go from there to there. Oh, that worked fine. So we don't necessarily have to try to bother with the other one. All right, so now in this case, on this particular one, we're gonna do a projected view, and we're gonna give it a left side view, and we're also gonna give it a right side view. Now they're almost gonna be identical, but the only difference between the two is that one is gonna show the hole that's on this side, and the other is gonna show the smaller hole on this side, and everything else behind that larger section is gonna be shown as a hidden line. All right, so since we're at this point, we're just going to do a few dimensions here that we otherwise would have to do on that one single view. But because we are using multiple views this time, we won't have to do that. I'll put that one there because it was just so crowded over here on this side. Okay, so now we just need our other dimensions that are already on the sheet. So we're going to do what's called a baseline dimension. So basically we're going to pull this out. We're just going to go from point to point. And we're pretty much doing what they did on here. So we're going to use a baseline dimension to place our dimensions. All right, so I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to move this view up, and hopefully the other two moves with it good. They did. Slightly down, and I'm going to use projected to get my ISO and what this looks like. Hopefully it's not going to change both of them. So I'm going to do 1 to 2 on this. All right. Now it's your option if you want to leave it like this. You can also put it on a shaded view. So show how it's shaded. So I like this effect here. It gives the hidden lines along with the shaded view. Okay, so here comes to the part where a lot of people mess up and they're trying to manipulate it. And it's easy to do if you just follow through with what I'm doing here. So I'm just basically moving this up. Hold down the mouse button and drag it up. Click on that one, hit delete. The top one changes in all caps. And this one's going to change to the title of the drawing. All right, in this case, well, we don't have a drawing number. We're going to use the one that's on the sheet. And material, tool steel. And we don't have a order number, a place for order number. So I'm going to put it right here instead. So it's 245 dash A dash 12. That we can change that. Oh, we can just change that. So it kind of worked out. All right, so that is the complete object. If you want to make this bold where it stands out and even underline, you can also do that. And if you want to make this just a wee bit smaller, maybe 0.12, so it'll fit better. That'll work also. All right, so the scale is 1:1. That should automatically do. And we have our views. We have all of the holes dimensioned. And we should be good to go. So we're right at 16, 17 minutes. So that is it. So you're going to export as PDF. Export this. So go to File, go to Print. It's going to come up as a PDF. Just download it. Now, if you're having some issues doing that, and it does happen, just go to Share. Leave that on Can Edit. Click on Link Sharing. Turn on Link Sharing. Copy the clipboard, and then go to Google Classroom, and then copy and paste the link into the assignment, and then I'll be able to open it up. And then that way you don't have to try to download and try to find your PDF if you're using a Chromebook. That is all.